Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer and welcome to the stream. It's good to see you guys, thank you for tuning in. It is a Wednesday night here in Brisbane, Australia, and I'm about to go racing in the E1 series in RaceRoom Racing Experience. Now this isn't my first race here, this isn't my first rodeo, this is my third race in this championship. Well, it's going to be my fifth and sixth races, it's my third round. And for those of you who are not familiar with this, basically it is Formula 1 racing at the premier level, literally in the truest sense of the word. It's esports. Some of the world's best drivers are in here, and I have somehow Latifi'd my way into the back of the grid. So yeah, let's not finish last. Results so far this season: at Silverstone, race 1 I was 12th, at race 2 I was 15th, a double points finish. Last time at Interlagos I was pipped on the line, 16th place. I could have had a point for 15th, but that didn't work out. I got a double puncture from my teammate, unfortunately. And but then I came through to finish 11th. It could have been a top 10. It was this close to being a top 10. So maybe today, hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get that top 10. We'll see. We'll see how we go. So today, let's consult the strategy board. We're racing at Imola in the FR X-22 car in RaceRoom. Now, race 1 is going to be 15 minutes long and starts in roughly an hour, I think? Is it? No, half an hour. I've got my times all confused because it's actually half an hour earlier than it was last week and the week before. They've bumped the schedule half an hour forward. So that's good for me because it means I'm not racing until 1 in the morning. It means I'm only racing until half past midnight. So race 1 is 15 minutes. Race 2 is 30 minutes with a top 10 reverse grid, so that's probably not going to apply to me. Now, the fuel and the tyre multipliers for these races are picked at random before each race, between 2, 3 and 4 times. Now, for race 1, fuel use is set to 4 times normal, and tyres will wear out at 3 times the normal rate. It's only a 15-minute race, but it's going to be tight on the medium tyres whether they'll make it to the end or not. It's going to be pushing 0% on the rear right. For race 2, which is 30 minutes, I really like this combo, by the way. 2 times fuel, 2 times tyres, which means that I can maybe run a set of softs. In the race, and then switch over to mediums, or I could double medium it and just pick whenever the hell I like, basically. Mandatory stop in race 2, by the way. Crazy Canuck, top 5. I doubt that's going to happen. I really doubt that's going to happen. These guys are fast, like seriously fast. But what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to switch it over to data mode, because I have in my ear and on the other side of the world a guy called Jelle Binsberg, and you may know him in chat as Very Important Potato. He is right there, bright yellow, Mr. Potato, thank you. He's going to be my race engineer for today. He has my live data from the sim. He has all the circuit trackers, all the maps. He has the strategy spreadsheet with all of the information on fuel and tyres, and he's basically going to guide me through the race and be my voice of reason, which is awesome. Fixed setup, by the way, so no rangy magic on the car setup this week. So let me switch it over. Actually, let's wait for this piece of music to finish because it's almost at the end of the song. It makes sense to switch it when the music finishes, right? But again, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's racing and today's stream. If you do, don't forget to leave it a like, share your thoughts in the chat, or the comments if you're watching the replay, and subscribe to see more, but not E1, because this is the last race of the season. Partially Frozen, hello, welcome to the stream. JDF Doggo, Rangy, Bushel, Sean, Canuck, Colin, Shane, everybody. Mr. Bishy, hello, great to see you all here. So here we have the wrong view. It's not that view. It should be... have I got the right... it should be this one. There we go, so we can show RaceRoom in the background. And speaking of Potato, I'm going to bring him in the voice comms now. So 3, 2, 1, maximum Dutch. Hey mate, how you going? He's not there. Is he not there?
Sorry,
I've lost my potato.
Yeah, no, sorry, my mom decided to walk in at the exact moment you were muted.
Hey, Yellow's mum. I'm gonna pop the strategy up on the screen right now. The magical spreadsheet. Can you guide us through the projected figures and roughly what's happening in today's races. Can you talk us through race 1 for a start? I've got that up on the screen right now with the tyres and fuel.
Yes. I mean, I can help guide you through the magical wasteland of the data you put in the spreadsheet. So yeah, I mean, race 1 is honestly just like every other time, not that interesting. It's just you tank it till you make it, and you'll just hope the tires hang on. Hopefully here the tires can, the mediums can last. You said yourself this morning, I want to take the tires to 0 because they feel good.
Yep, that's
so
right.
that's
yeah.
not my responsibility if that goes wrong.
If we have a bang and
like
a pop on the right rear. Yep, no, you're putting your disclaimer out there nice and early. I appreciate that, mate.
Dan sent me a message asking for this, so it's not my fault.
That is true. That is true. Now, if we put the hards on, that's going to be about, what, 7-8 tenths a lap slower, and, well, they're definitely going to last the race, but it's probably going to be quite slow, eh?
And boring.
And boring.
We need a risk.
Yeah, a bit of risk livens it up, eh? Let's have a look at race 2, though. What's happening on race 2? There's a few different ways we can do this today.
Yes, but you could double mediums, which is safe and again boring, or we could start on softs. And as Dan stated before, and I said that sent me a message, tires feel good when they get even when they're getting low. So we could possibly see a soft stint at the start, which is cool because that's quick. And we haven't seen soft stints yet. And from there on, yeah, there's mediums till the end because the mediums last. The good thing about this is that Dan can basically pit at any time in the pit window, and the mediums will take him to the end, so that's good. So that means we can drive the softs until they're dead.
That is true.
Then you can just come in.
Yep.
And again, it's just you tank it, so it makes it to the end.
Yep, so no concerns on fuel in race 2 because it's only 2 times usage, so that's fine, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that's the race. We'll see how we go with those. Thank you for looking after me again with the strategy. You've got all my data. You've got my all my live tracking information. You'll be keeping an eye out for me. So I think the only thing really left to do now is actually get out and track. So I've done some race stints on the medium tires and the expected fuel. What do I need in terms of fuel level for soft tires and a quali run? How much do I need to tank it for a lap and a bit?
Wait, this is race 1, right? You want 2 laps of fuel, right? So
yeah.
you need but you need +1, so you need 18 liters.
18 liters should do it, hey? Cool, okay. And yeah, just to remind everyone on the stream again, this is fixed setup today, so we can't make any changes apart from the energy deployment, the tires, the brake pressure, and the brake bias. So that's it, really. Let's do this then. Let's do some quali sims now that I'm pushed down to the last position, hey?
Yeah.
Let's pause that music.
A bit of unfortunate timing because I couldn't even like tell you that I couldn't speak because my mom just walked in at the exact moment you unmuted. It's really funny. Also, hi chat. I can't read you anymore, but hi.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, then you like this little story as you're on your outlap. There's a British streamer called Wilburson, and he's also in a band. And they had their first few gigs the last few weeks. And at one of the gigs, instead of he was talking to the audience, and he there's another car coming, by the way. I don't know if they're
the brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
They don't seem that fast. But like he did the gig and he was talking to the audience, and he instinctively called the audience chat, and then immediately realized what he was saying.
That's awesome.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Any more cars behind, or have I got a clear track, eh?
There's one more car behind. Again, I'm not sure if they're an outlap or not.
If they get closer, it's about 3 or 4 seconds back, eh?
Yeah. That's about a corner. You
Okay.
can see him. Getting hard.
This car has just got...
Blue flag.
Oh no, that's a blue flag, I'll let him through. clear now?
Martin Stefanko, yes.
Yeah, so this is my first quali run of the practice session. I've done some off stream. Low 1 minute 18, maybe?
Yeah, let's hope.
Alright, here we go. Map 5 overtake. Quiet lap already. Let's give it a shot.
Yellow flag, 13th place. You're clear, incident clear. Brakes are getting pretty hot. Your rear brakes are hot. You've got cold front tyres. Yellow flag, sector 3 is green. Green flag, incident clear. The leader has just done a 17.30.
Bit slidey there, but that'll do the job.
Just a tad.
E7. Good lap. That's your quickest so far. You're currently 1.5 seconds off the pace.
Okay, 1.5 off the pace, and I know I've definitely got another 7 tenths in that at least, because I did an 18.1 offline before, so let's give it another go.
He's not lying, he did do an 18.1.
Yeah, you can back me up on that. Didn't take a screenshot, but you believe me, right?
No, I mean, I literally have your all-time best on one of the data sheet.
Oh, you still got it on the screen, eh?
All clear on pit exit. You can push now. Your tyre temps are looking good.
The track map.
We need to get some heat into these brakes.
How am I looking for traffic behind, by the way? All good?
Yeah, the closest traffic is entering T1 now.
Sector 2 is yellow.
Editing a video while watching a stream, Aidan Millward, is possibly one of the worst ideas ever. In terms of video editing, in terms of watching streams, it's probably one of the best ideas you could ever have. Hopefully I don't distract you too much, mate. You haven't got a pressing deadline you need to work to. But I hope you enjoy yourself. Welcome along, Aidan. Good to see you as always. And Felt Hat, good to see you as well, mate. Always a pleasure. This guy's letting me through.
We're left.
Jimmy the Bear, yes, there is. If you type into chat !Fanatec, it should give you that link. If that doesn't work, then the link should be in the video description. If not, send me a message afterwards on Discord and I'll get back to you. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get 7 tenths.
P9.
Not with a T1 like that, jeez.
The leader has just done a 17.11.
Ah, never mind.
Blue flag, yellow flag.
Hey, Boggy, good to see you. Yeah, stuff that one up. Let's go again.
You have 10 minutes to probably maybe 8 actually.
Perfect time for Italian food indeed. We are at the home of the pizza pasta.
Green flag, you're clear of the incident.
Looks so funny in my
Blue
eye.
flag. Yellow flag. Sector 3 is now clear. Got dirt pickup on
Sorry,
all
I
your
thought there was
tyres.
a car behind you for the bits, but it wasn't.
That's alright. No worries, mate. How am I looking for gaps behind now? Good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. That was no one in the mirrors, and then all of a sudden there was.
Green
Jeez.
flag.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying because like pit lane kind of merges with the track on the track now.
Yeah, true. I'd rather do the rally thing
Sector 3 is yellow.
and go offline and go through the gravel
2 is now
than
green.
hold somebody up. Especially, that looked like one of the leaders, the Mumbai cards as well. Don't want to get in the way.
Yeah, I mean it's practice anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, some off-roading there. Not intentional, but intentional at the same time. I didn't have a clear track behind me. I thought I did. Still good for gap behind?
You're
in sector 3.
behind about half a straight.
The historic layout, that's true. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Adam in chat saying I was going for the historic layout there. That's pretty true.
Yes. Car come out of pits.
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 2. Sector 1 is now green. Sector 2 is clear. Cold tyres all around.
Time to win it or bin it indeed, Ricochet. Hopefully not bin it, but winning it will be extremely unlikely. Gotta be honest with you, mate. Would be nice. It's not gonna happen.
Sector 3 is now yellow. Yellow flag, green flag, you're clear. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Oh, it's close. Can't quite seem to match my pace from before.
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
That's a better exit though. That's a 10th up. I know there's another half second in it at least.
10th position. That's your quickest lap. That puts you 1.5 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Alright, let's try that again.
0.7 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.38.
Because after this we are going...
You've just done 118.
There we go. As Potato said, we've got 5 minutes till qualifying. So I really want to try and... I want to try and get on my pace. How's the track?
Track's clear. Push, push, push. Tyre temps are good. Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag.
Or lap that he escaped.
Incident in Sector 2. Yellow flag. Green flag Sector 1.
Yeah, the guys at the front are just absolutely ridiculous. So fast.
Green flag in Sector 2. Green flag Sector
17-1, I mean, second and a half.
Very
I
anti-alt.
mean, I'm going to be like a second off the pace if I do my best lap, but...
You have a car about to straight behind you.
Thank you, sir.
Your brake temperatures are all really high. We're going to have to cool them.
Slow in, fast out indeed. I get you, Boyan. It's just tricky because you really have to push this car hard if you want to get the speed out because of the aero grip. But this is another quali practice. Let's give it another go. I know I can go half a second faster. But this is pretty much at the limit of my skill, hey?
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag.
Like, I know my limits and I'm definitely reaching them.
Yellow flag, Sector 2.
There's 2 tenths. I know I left some time on the table for sure there.
Yellow flag, Sector 3. Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
There's 3 tenths.
Sector 1 is green.
There's half a second. Let's nail these final 2 corners.
Sector 3 is yellow. The leader has just done it on 17.24.
It's good enough. I lost a bit of time. It's going to bump me up the grid a bit. I've used all my battery.
8. Good lap. That's your quickest today. That lap time was 1:18.20. Yellow.
See, there we go. 118.1. Told you.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Now, the trick is to do that in qualifying.
Yes.
Uh,
You technically have 300s in that as well, so...
Yeah, there's definitely time to be found. 2 tenths behind Reyes. 3 tenths behind Neg. I've never gone faster than an 18.1. If I can get an 18.0 or an 18 flat, that would be absolutely magic. But no times on the board from Seek, Poen, Axel. Where's Axel gone? Is Axel here? I think he's disconnected, or has he left the server?
I'm not sure. Burbian is like complaining about issues with RaceRoom.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people not set times. I mean, I know I'm in 8th place right now, but 8th place out of 11 who've set a lap. So that's a bit concerning. Oh, I mean, I'll take it. If I can finish here, I'd love that. But it just seems a very light field today, considering there's normally 20 cars running out, you know?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries, mate. I'll do another quali run. Alright, so Potato is be right backing. Axel's left the server. Yeah, it's slightly concerning. I'm just going to have to rely on my own eyes and ears today.
Incident clear. Back to green flag.
See if there's anyone behind me. Which is easier said than done in VR when you've got literally 5 pixels of mirror.
All round. Be careful.
Can't see anyone behind me. Speaking of mirrors, by the way, are you guys happy without me running the virtual mirror? Or if I do that, if I turn that on, how does that look? Is that getting in the way too much? Or does it look a bit weird? Because I've been practicing without the virtual mirror, because when you turn the virtual mirror off, it does actually give you a wider field of view in your regular mirrors. Oh, hopefully, Boyan. I mean, this car is so twitchy, though. I don't know if you saw the power curve when I was going through the car setup before, but there's no revs, there's no revs, there's no revs, there's no power, and then all of a sudden, boom, you've got wheel spin. So tricky, you know? No, Adam, the guy from last week, Axel, didn't get a penalty. In fact, they deemed me to be in the wrong. And I'll explain that in a second after this quali run. Actually, I'll explain it on the straight. They said that I tried to overtake on a part of the track that wasn't the track.
E7.
I basically tried to use the pit lane to overtake, and they threw my protest out.
Sector 3 is clear.
Oh, a bit of a wiggle on the rear then, lost half a tenth. Lost another tenth there. Oh, lost time out at the final corner. It's close. I know where the time is, but trying to string it all together in one lap,
Your lap time was
it's just so tricky.
1:29.
So tricky. So tricky. Man. Well, apparently, Axel took his normal racing line, which he did, and I basically, it was a gap that was going to close. He didn't leave me space, but he was.
So yeah, it seems some people are having issues with RaceRoom.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'll go over the replay afterwards, but yeah, basically he was coming across the corner like that, right? So, okay, so he was coming across the corner like that, and I was on the inside. I had the overrun on him, and I was by the side of him, and the track turned into the pit lane. Now, there's a little dotted line on the inside of the circuit which signifies the limit of the track. I got pushed off to the side of that. It is what it is. I can't change the decision. I can't protest it. Makes no difference anyway. I would have finished 15th instead of 16th, you know. There, you know. Yeah, I didn't get a cut track from RaceRoom, but it's just the way it is. Bridge, water under the bridge, that's the phrase I'm trying to think of. Axel is actually a really cool little dude. I've had a little chat with him since then. We're on the same team now, we're all working together. We've said, you know, let's give each other a bit of space, bit of respect. If he's faster than me, he'll make his way through. If I'm faster than him, I'll make my way through, you know. We'll work together to get points today. And he's an awesome little guy. And I know I said some things in the heat of the moment, but it's sim racing, you know? It's not life or death, it's not the end of the world. Bit of entertainment for you guys. Speaking of which, thank you for tuning in. Oh, it's so hard to put the power down, Bojan. Have you tried giving this car a drive, by the way? You should definitely give it a go. Especially with the battery power. It's like there's... I'll show you, right? Look at the driveline. Look at this lump in the power delivery. You got no power, and then all of a sudden you've basically... You go from 250 to 750. You triple your power in the space of 1,000 revs. So trying to ride that is so tricky in these cars. Anyway, we're in the qualifying session now, so let's actually go and do some qualifying. Nice clear gap on the track. And I've got a wheel that is very excited to be here. Thank you very much for the subscribe, Jonas. Love your work, mate. Track's clear behind.
Yes.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit. We've got 8 minutes to set a lap. We've got cold brakes all round.
To the final quarters now. So you should be clear.
Try using a controller. Thank you, Dad. I would not like to try using a controller in this car. You can change the map in terms of how much battery power gets delivered. And you can change the engine map in terms of how much overall power it gives you, but you can't change the power curve. Oh, Aiden! That's a low blow, but very, very true. I'm going to have to change that GIF for next year.
Flag in Sector 3.
Maybe I can get one of you guys. Maybe I can get you to do it, Aiden. Can I get you doing a victory? Actually, I'm just going to clip you from Zandvoort. How does that sound? I'll clip you from Zandvoort, shaking your fist in the air. That can be my subscriber remote. Okay, here we go. 18.1.
Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Maximum concentration, quiet time. This is quali.
just done it on 17.63. The leader has just done it on 17.61.
Woohoo! Bit of wheel spin there.
The car in front has just done it on 20.85.
Alright, this feels good. Feels like a good lap.
6th place. You're now 0.7 off the pace. Your brake temperatures are all really
18.2, that's not too bad. Let's try again. How's it looking for traffic behind, by the way?
One car to pass you now, and then you're clear. The next car is entering the last car.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
Last car's entering the last corner now, yeah?
They're now halfway down the straight.
Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
Yeah, okay, I think they don't.
So if I can get...
They're out of third screen now.
If I can do my PB, I'll gain 1 spot on the grid. I'm going to have to basically set an insane lap time to get more than that. Still very concerning numbers on the server though.
5.5 seconds behind.
Lovely.
Alright, Dan. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
It's concerning how little, how few people are on the server, hey?
Yes, there's people having issues.
Front tyres are cold.
They
The guy behind has just done a
very
18.32.
related. Some do and some don't.
Alright, here we go. Let's try and beat an 18.2.
E7.
Oh, that was bad. Keep going though.
White flag.
Oh, and that's a cut track as well. Ran it too wide.
Incident in sector 2.
Let's escape it
Sector
back
2
to the
is yellow.
pits. And let's go again. Should just have enough time to get another lap in. Because when RaceRoom gets to 0, you can't finish your lap.
Your exit's clear. Watch the white line. Sector 2 is green. Your tyre temperatures look good.
DRS is available in this game, but you can't use it in quali, Boyan. You can use it in the race if you are
Your front's going into Tamburello.
1 second behind the car ahead when you cross the finish line in the race. However, there are no DRS zones. You can use it 3 times a lap at places of your choosing. So it really does open up the strategy. It's a little bit different than Formula 1 rules. So I'm just going to run that wide, save a bit of life on the tyres. Because don't forget, tyre wear is at 3 times for this, I believe. Just that, I've got a clear track behind, don't want to take too much out. Alright, itchy nose all of a sudden, which is not going to be distracting in the slightest. But yeah, this is effectively going to be my last attempt in quali now because I won't have time for another lap. Definitely not time for another out lap or so, so maximum focus, here we go.
Sector 1 is green, just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
And to nail every single corner. So enjoy the sounds of RaceRoom racing experience. Here we go. Scrubbed it wide, there's a 10th in it there.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Your front brakes are getting a bit hot. Your rear brakes are starting to overheat.
Oh, 2/10 down, it's not looking good. Just can't. I haven't got the confidence to get the power down, you know? Because the car will spin out on you in 5th gear.
You've got cold front tyres.
If you're not careful, that's 3/10 down, that's not going to work. Let's see how we go in these final 2 corners, but this might be a pit stop entry practice. Yeah, this is a pit entry practice lap. Let's abort. 4/10 down, just couldn't do it. There we go, 80k.
290 metres.
Whew. Oh well, couldn't better my banker lap. It's always the way, hey?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Ah well. That's 9th on the grid though, that's not too bad. That was 16. Well, 13 people who've set a time, I'll take that. My PB would have put me on 7th though.
Yep. But I mean, we'll take anything we can get.
Oh, definitely. Now, I want to point out for people who have maybe been watching the previous races so far, I've worked something out for the starts. Apparently, the server, it should have jump starts enabled, but it doesn't. It's got jump starts prevented, which means that in the previous races, I've been manually launching the car with the clutch paddles and trying to basically do a manual start, whereas everyone else has been just on the limiter, on the throttle, on the clutch with perfect reaction times, and away they go. So yeah, it's hopefully we get a better start this time.
Whoa! Not bad.
Ricardo, €5. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Love your work, sir. Thank you. Good luck, have fun. Well, that's the most important thing, is have fun. So, in terms of tyres and fuel, what are we doing for race 1 again, mate?
105 on the fuel.
That's because we're at 4 times fuel usage, so it seems like a lot, but we're going to burn through that in 15 minutes.
And medium tires.
So this is the risky strat, eh? This is the one where it's going to be like just hanging on at the end, yeah?
Yeah, I mean you are, but...
Yeah, tyres feel good towards the end of the stint, though.
Yeah.
So now let's get used to a car that's going to be a lot heavier and a lot less grippy and a lot slower. So, I mean, obviously, ideal lap would have been an 18 flat for me in quali, but hey, I did an 18.2, puts me 9th in the grid, that's fine. Race time, what kind of lap times are we going to be expecting, Yele, on the mediums on high fuel?
21 high? 21 high, I think.
21 high, and then towards the end of the stint, maybe, do you reckon we'll push the 20s?
Depends on how good consistent you are.
Haha, there's always a catch in there. Thank you, Partially Frozen. You head off to bed, avoid the mozzies. Yeah, they've been pretty brutal recently. It's a good job you can't see my legs on the pedal cam because they're just red and just bitten to hell. Enjoy watching the replay tomorrow. Let's go and do some racing, shall we? Oh, this is the warm-up session, at least before the race anyway. How long is the warm-up session again? Just for the purposes of those who are just joining the stream, mate?
Like you. It's till 5 past, so 3 more minutes.
So this is
just on the schedules.
yeah. So it's just to get used to the
There's traffic behind.
tyres, eh? Get used to the car feeling
It's cold, be careful.
pretty awful.
You've got cold
Yeah,
tyres,
this for me
mediums
is
and
time
mediums.
to read definitely complaining about RaceRoom doing weird shit. Because apparently people's qualifying laps did not register, someone can't join, someone has a fatal error, being bad.
The leader's just done a 120.00.
That doesn't sound too good, mate. Sounds pretty ordinary.
Game's not loading, black screens.
It's not a good advertisement for RaceRoom, unfortunately. Hopefully they get stuff sorted out and they're handling it pretty well on the official broadcast.
Not bad.
Remix! Thank you, Remix. £10. That's very generous.
How it suddenly happened.
Almost made me did a Charles Leclerc there.
Yellow flag, sector 3.
Yep, back streaming again, mate. Not streaming as much as I used to with the whole
Yellow flag.
baby in my life and that kind of stuff now. She's 7 months old now. And she's nearly 8 months.
Green flag.
She's absolutely beautiful and she's doing awesome. Kieran, yes! Good to see you, mate. Definitely have a Zoom / Skype / WhatsApp / some kind of catch up soon, mate. I watched your James Holt videos the other day. Awesome stuff, mate. Good to see you grooving out on the base. I've missed that. Missed that rubber neck of yours.
Sector 1 is green.
Anyway, yeah, we got a car that's full of fuel on medium tyres now. So it just doesn't want to grip as much.
119.
And I'm running the engine in... Well, I'm still running the engine in map 5, because you don't really save that much fuel in a sprint race. Maybe over the course of a longer race. Yep. But I'm running the energy deployment, the battery pack, on map 3 now. Because I don't know if you can see it, on my steering wheel there, that blue bar is my state of charge in the battery. And obviously that was nearly empty in my qualifying lap, but that was fine. Because I didn't need to use the battery for a second lap, I could just come back to the pits and go again. Whereas in the race, you cannot run that dry. Well, you can, but you'll be down about 160 horsepower. The car is a lot more smooth to drive, a lot more stable. But it's going to be slow. 121 is the target lap. It's going to be a 121.7. That's not bad. High 121s, exactly like Potato said.
21.79.
To be fair, I've done most of my practice on high fuel and medium tyres, because that's where the time's going to be found.
The leader's just done a 190.
I always knew I was going to be off the pace in quali, so I didn't put too much effort into learning a lap time. Because the race is where the points get scored.
Sector 1 is 0.7.
Thank you very much, Sean. $10. Justin Bieber what's the world coming to? Timbits are just fine by themselves. I mean, why does Justin Bieber go and have to mess with them, right? I mean, what exactly are Justin Bieber Timbits? What does that constitute? Nothing graphic, I hope.
Your front tyres are cold.
Very easy to pick up a cut track in the
Your front brakes are pretty hot now. Your rear brakes are getting pretty hot.
Variante Alta there. Sorry, I'm trying to get my words out. It's not really happening when I'm trying to drive an FR X-22 at the same time.
The leader has just done a 119.
Threw away a stack of time there. 3/10 easy. Let's push some overtake to bump that time back up to the line.
8th place. It's your best lap on this
21.4. That could have been a 121.2 easy.
off the leader's pace. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. Your last lap time was at 121.
Looks like my race pace isn't that good compared to other people. So maybe this is more of my Latifi race today. At the back. And this is fixed setup as well, by the way.
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace. Your right
So
rear
everybody's
is
running
aware.
identical cars. Oh, and that's going to be a cut track, just like Lando Norris, a bit wide. Yeah, this car really doesn't like curbs, by the way. Obviously, with it being a ground effect car, as soon as you disrupt the airflow underneath the car, it just doesn't have the same grip as it used to. See, this would have been another 3/10 up. I could be on for a 120. Sub 121 on medium tyres on high fuel, wasn't expecting that. But you can see the tyre wear on the mediums is quite significant. My rear right is already down at 67.
E9.
Let's try again. But it's going to tick over to race server any time now. Oh, there's a big wiggle through turn 1.
The leader has just done 119.22. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Way too hesitant on the power then. Yeah, race server is going to tick over any time now. So I'm expecting to get booted back to the pits.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
There's 3/10 up.
All around.
I'm going to push my energy deployment up to 60% instead of 50. I've got some battery to spare. Might see if I can get myself some extra time there. That could make a hell of a difference. That could explain why I'm 8/10 off the next nearest car. Whoa! Big wiggle there. Okay, well that's 6/10 easy. Thank you, Olaf.
E10.
120.8 on mediums. That's good. I like that.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Your lap time was at 120.86.
See, the fuel is coming down heaps. So that's where the speed is coming from. It's not coming from that gravel trap on the left-hand side of the circuit.
Sector 1
That ruins my grip here.
0.47 off the pace.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a practice start on this little flat section here.
Sector 3. Yellow flag. Green flag in Sector 2. Interlude clear. Back to green flag.
Bit of wheel spin in the second phase. I'll do another practice start on the way up to Variante Alta. Bearing in mind, I will have more grip at the race start because I have fresh tyres on. And I'll do a start here. Actually, no, I won't do a start because that's the end of the warm-up session. They're ticking it over. So then, let's do this. I'm going to be starting in 9th position. I'm probably going to go quiet for the first few laps because I want to have maximum concentration. I don't want to throw my best race start in the E1 series into the grid. 9th position out of 16. 9th out of 16, Yellow. So basically strat today is just drive it to the line, wait for the tyres and the fuel to run out, and that's it.
I mean, yeah, that's how RaceRoom works, I guess.
Cool.
Drive fast, it does.
On that note, let me grid up. Thank you for your help. Thanks everybody. Right, let's do this. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And again, thank you so much for your help, mate. It is a great, great asset to have you here.
No problem.
All I need to do is survive the first lap.
15 minutes. Okay, Dan, stay calm, focus. Go, go, go.
Right side. Clear right. Right side. Clear to the right. Right side.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Clear left. Right side.
Good clear, incident clear.
Clear
Got
right.
boxed in!
No one push to pass activations remaining.
Clear right.
Sector 1 is now green.
Car left. Still there. Still there. clear to the left.
Didn't get any damage. Got boxed in big time.
Your front's into closer. No more push to pass activations.
Oh well.
Not a good start, but it'll get better.
9th down to 13th. Let's get some of those places back, shall we? I know I've got the pace on some of them. That's an off track from Josh there.
Got no more push to pass.
Very cheeky off track at that. He kept the advantage. Shame he didn't get a slowdown for it. Or maybe he did. Maybe he's serving it now. He's on the overtake.
Activations remaining. Incident sector 3.
I got DRS. Map 3. Here we go. I'm not going to use it just yet. I'm going to save it.
Yellow flag.
Can't overtake these yellow flags. I've got people off. People dying. That's Williams Esports. That's Jack Keithley. We're up to 11th. He's going to get past us in a hurry, that's for sure. He's a speedy boy.
Green flag sector 3.
Right side, clear right.
Josh has let us through. He's had a wobble.
No more push to pass activations remaining. Well done, Dan. Nice move, mate.
Top 10. Top 10. Next up the road is Axel. Jack Keithley in behind. That's not good for his championship. 12 minutes to go in the race. I completely forgot to use my DRS. Dan, what are you doing? Completely forgot to use my DRS. That's a rookie mistake.
10th position. Not that.
Now obviously it's going to be
3.9.
extended braking zone. Here comes Keithley.
On your left.
No point fighting that. He's much faster than me. Don't want to lose time. Let him get those spots.
Don't panic.
Big aero push there. Now he's going to force a gap with Axel, maybe, and we can make a move of that and that.
Your tyres are cold, watch out.
We've got a few cars out of position behind though. Let me just remind you though that P10 is pole for the reverse race. Not that I want to be starting on pole here, but a massive target. DRS is only enabled if you cross the line a second behind the car ahead, so I'm gonna boost some overtake to get him.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. No more push to pass activations. The leader has just done a 120.00.
Let's get that second. Need to keep that gap.
Where is acceptable?
Yes! There we go, got DRS.
1.65. That's your fastest lap. You got no more push to pass.
Alright, this is Axel. We all know what happened last race, so let's make it clean.
Your front tyres are cold. No more push to pass activations remaining. Okay, Dan, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
A third of the way through the race already. Oh, too late into the chicane there.
Right side tyres.
And we use DRS down the main straight and hopefully get him nice and clean. Big aero push there.
You got no more push push to pass. You've just done a 121.57.
On your left. Clear left.
Got him.
Awesome, well done.
And we still got DRS as well because we crossed the line behind him. Let's pull away.
The gap in front has increased to 2.4.
That's top 10. That's top 10, guys. Boost that overtake again.
Your brake temperatures are far too high. Okay, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
Russell Reyes and Axel getting stuck in behind. Big lockup on the front right there.
You've got a bit of tyre wear on all your tyres.
There we go. Let's go. Let's go. 8 minutes left. Let's boost it.
The gap to Reyes behind is now 1.2 seconds. P10.
We maintain the DRS.
Activations. That last lap was at 121.54. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
Let's hold on for P10. Russell Reyes is the guy who stole my P10 last time out. Hopefully not again today. Unless there's some more death up ahead. You never know. We're only halfway through the race.
That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel.
As long as he doesn't DRS me, that's fine. I'm going to have to use a lot of battery coming out the final couple of corners and just nail this final sector. Battery settings. That's good.
Okay, Dan.
It's more than a second.
Fuel remaining.
Use that battery.
The guy in front has just done a 119.33.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Your lap time was
Oh, he's within a second. He's got DRS.
your best lap in this session. You got no more push to pass.
20.7, that's good. It's good pace. This for the reverse grid. Oh, big wiggle there. Have to turn my energy down and we're going to run out of battery otherwise. It's going to cost me. I need to save it for the final corner.
1.1 seconds. You've used half your fuel.
5 seconds to the guy ahead. I'm not going to catch him. So the only way I keep this P10
Yellow flag in sector 3.
is to defend it. Like on pure
Flag,
pace.
stay sharp.
Got a yellow flag. Is somebody off ahead? I can't tell. Got somebody in the wall up ahead. That's a freebie.
Incident clear.
That's a freebie. We're into 9th, so even if we lose the place to Russell, we're still on reverse pole.
No more push to pass activation.
And he's within a second for DRS now.
Keep those exits.
5 minutes to go.
E9, you've just done a 121.61. Anton has just retired.
And he's out. He's not restarting. Up to 9th. So really, it's me versus Axel now. If Russell gets past.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up, stay smooth. Green flag, sector 3.
I just need to get good exits. That's all I need to do. I need to save some battery as well.
We're seeing minor
Pump that back up to 50.
We're looking at significant wear on those rear tyres.
Rear left is down at 39%. I don't want to lose any time if he does get me here. Because my fight's not really with him by the looks of it. He does have the pace. I just don't want to lose time to Axel.
Your rear brakes are starting to overheat.
Don't want to give Axel the advantage.
The leader's just done it. 119.00.
He's going to get me on the straight for sure. Save that battery. Gonna make it known I'm going to steer to the right. Give him the insides. Yep, he can have it. He's not my fight. He's got the DRS. He's getting past. Don't need to lose any time.
Come on down. Don't let him get away.
Just need to defend from Axel for my first top 10. Fingers crossed. 2 seconds behind. If I can stay within a second of Reyes, though, that'll help.
Gap behind's increased to 1.6.
Oh, give me some DRS. But he's got DRS this lap. It's going to be tricky because he's going to pull away. He's already 8/10 down the road, and he's still got another activation on the main straight to use, no doubt. Tyre's starting to go off a bit here. Axel's only 1.3 back. Within half a second of Russell, though.
Significant tyre wear all around.
And we've got 3 laps to go.
Gap to Ray's in front is now 0.8.
Use that battery out the final corner to both try and get DRS and defend from it. I'm not going to get it, so I just need to defend to keep that gap to Axel behind.
Time was 1:21.
Alright, 2 laps to go, I reckon.
Sector 1 is 1.
2 laps to go.
Off the pace.
I may be wrong, it may be 3, we'll see.
1.1 seconds.
He's closing behind.
Fuel remains.
He's closing behind.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Yep, understeer starting to kick in now. Those tyres are giving up a bit. Right rear's down to 22%. This is so tense. I'm going to blast that battery out the final corner. Use whatever little power I've got left. Nice, there we go. Good exit. Gap's 1.8, we're safe on DRS. Still in 10th.
Last lap time was at 21.17. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
1.8's the gap behind. Tyres still feel good. .3 seconds back. Unless he's saving up, he might be doing a charge lap here. Is Reyes out of battery? He's slowed down a lot. Maybe he got a slowdown.
You got somewhere on your front tyres.
Maybe he wants pole. Maybe he's trying to go for pole. I would actually prefer second place because that's aiming more down the track. Maybe he's trying to get pole. He's playing it strategically.
Push to pass. Alright, down.
Last lap, here we go.
Keep it up. Last lap. That lap was at 121.31. We're running on fumes, mate.
Last lap, we could be on for 9th.
pace.
I think his tyres may have gone.
No more push to pass activations remaining. Very little fuel left.
It's going to be a finish to the line. I've got one DRS run left after this. Don't outbrake myself. I've got him!
On your right.
That's ninth. I've got him at the final corner.
Still there. Clear. Clear to the right.
Yes!
That's it.
Woo!
Well done.
Whoa! Yes, yes, yes.
Car right.
P9, baby!
Clear to the right.
Back where I started, but P9! Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you were a bit unfortunate at the start, but you recovered really well.
Yeah, I just got boxed out on the outside. And this is actually great because this puts me in P2 for race 2. And from all the practice starts I've done on the server, P1 is not a nice place to be because you're pointing towards the outside of the track. P2 is on the inside, well, on the pit straight anyway, so it puts you on the outside for turn 1, but it's a much straighter go, you know?
Yeah, brief, stop talking for a bit.
And RaceRoom crashed on me, so I lost that replay.
They'll upload it, it's fine.
Oh.
Whew.
Mate! Oh, thank you. That is awesome. That is awesome. So now we got to wait for RaceRoom to basically restart. I'm gonna relaunch it in the background here. Man, that was awesome. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was great. Tires held on somehow.
Yeah, 3% on the right rear at the end. Yeah.
I mean, you somehow did catch up wear because the start meant you were 2 wear off for like the first 6 laps. Like you were 2 wear down on predicted a lap, and then suddenly at the end you were 1 wear a lap down on predicted, and I was very confused how you managed to start wearing the tires less.
If I can find out, I'd love to know as well, mate, because I genuinely have no idea. But maybe it was just the patience.
Yeah, I mean, like the start also didn't help, so I didn't see your actual wear number, so probably less than 1 the whole time. But
yes, that's a lot of nice points, though. That's some tasty points for the championship.
yeah,
I mean,
so basically the deal is now for race 2 pit whenever the fuck you like.
so I can put soft tires on, try and defend for all my worth, and then I reckon I'm going to go for the early stop, put the medium on.
Yeah.
RaceRoom is still restarting. It's giving me a little spinny wheel. It's taking time. It's taking its time.
Yeah, that's what others have been saying as well.
I got someone in chat saying that maybe Russell Reyes slowed down to help Axel catch me since they're from the same country. He was trying to help his fellow countryman out.
Doubt.
He did seem to drop off massive because he was pulling away from me, and then he just came back towards me.
Feeling he may have like killed his tires or something like that. Maybe his brakes.
Yeah, tires, brakes, battery, pick a number, basically.
I don't see how he might have not put in enough fuel, but like I don't see how slowing down would help.
Yeah, true.
Axel even.
Speaking of fuel and tires, multipliers for race 2.
2-2. So 93 liters of fuel should be enough to have a lap in hand. Sorry, both broadcast PCs have crashed and are getting error 13.
Oh no, the broadcast's gone down as well.
That's
Yeah, that's definitely something happening funky with RaceRoom tonight. Hopefully we do get a race too. I'm gonna pop some music on in the background, but yeah, it's not what you want to see, really, is it? You want reliable servers. You want a nice professional, streamlined experience, eh?
Yeah, but like the weird thing with RaceRoom is that it's like very inconsistent. Like that sounds different from what I was on, so but like the RaceRoom works most of the time, and then nothing changes, and suddenly it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, because it's all server-based, you know, you have to connect to the servers, same as Dirt Rally 2.0. You know, if Codemasters have some problems with the servers for whatever reason, you know, completely out of their control, usually I'd say, then it takes the whole service down. So it's just, we are dependent on the gods of the internet.
Because like with RF2, it's like, oh, we have an issue, and you can track it down to which bug it is, and it gets fixed.
Yeah.
And then with RaceRoom, or it doesn't, that depends on 397. But like with RaceRoom, it's like nothing has changed about the game. It suddenly doesn't work for a day, and then it works again.
Well, nothing that you know has changed about the game. It could be the case,
no, okay.
yeah, that they might be doing stuff back end on the servers that we just don't know about. So yeah.
Yeah, true, but like that still should not kill you.
Yeah, nah, true. Well, the server is up for race 2 anyway, so I better go and join that, get some practice. You reckon we should still go with soft tires? Oh yeah, RaceRoom's up and running again. I will.
Could you Discord stream?
Yes, bear with me 1 second, mate.
I see a lot of error 13.
What, in the pit lane chat? Yeah.
Yes, Flash has error 13. Like both cars from Flash. Aslan has error 13. The other Aslan doesn't have his game loading. Reyes has error 13.
What was the fuel numbers again, by the way?
93 liters.
93 liters in softs.
With a lap in hand compared to our calculation of how long the race should be.
Lovely.
Someone just posted the iRacing logo in pitlane chat.
Oh, that's, yeah, interesting. Alright, well I better get practicing then, because race 2 is going to kick off when?
If it kicks off normally, it kicks off in where's the schedule? Then wait, there it is. Race 2 starts in 2 minutes according to schedule, but
yeah.
I have a feeling it might not.
No, considering there's only 7 people on the server, 6 people on the server right now, I think they may delay it slightly.
That might be a very easy top 6 for you, but
it might be an easy top 6, but look at the people I'm racing against.
Like I said, easy top 6.
Martin Stefanko, Bent Banky, and Jack Keithy, so top 4 at best, let's be honest.
Dan,
yes?
Alex said they are restarting the server again.
Ah, okay, so this one's going to boot me off. Okay, I'm with you.
I'll tell you what he types more because it's still typing.
Thank you, mate.
We will delay race 2 to see if we can settle the issues we seem to be having right now.
Okay, that's good to know.
Conspiracy theory. Is this fix gonna take exactly half an hour?
What do you mean?
We started half an hour earlier.
True. Aidan Millwood makes a very good point in chat, and something that is quite close to my heart on the history of the channel. He says that RaceRoom now crashes more than R-Factor 2, and that's quite an achievement in itself. As someone who has spent way too long in their life trying to get R-Factor 2 working, I can relate to that very much.
You know, all I can say about that is, I don't know, L plus ratio. I don't know how you get RF2 not to work. It's a bit of a sim.
Yeah, R-Factor 2 is something that I should probably go back to and spend some more time in, because
I usually do the new
the LFN stuff. Yeah,
I haven't done that either yet.
Yeah, maybe we could do that together. We could do that as a series.
But yeah, people seem to have issues even getting the game to boot now.
Ah, that's not good. I know I am a big fan of RaceRoom, and I do enjoy the sim. I do enjoy what they provide. It's especially from my perspective on this side of the world, the connection to the servers can get a bit patchy, but the racing itself and the the physics, the force feedback, the car selection is something that I thoroughly enjoy. Obviously, no day-night, no weather, no driver changes, so there are a few big features that other sims have that are missing. But I mean, there's a reason why I keep coming back to it, because it's just, I don't know, I seem to, certain sims just click, Yele, in terms of driving. You can drive in certain sims better than you can with others. Like, some people like yourself are naturally more conditioned to R-Factor 2, whereas myself, I picked up RaceRoom, was like, I like this.
I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just I've driven RF2 so much, I just struggle with anything else. But I don't know, the way RF2 feels in the wheel, it just gives me, I don't know, makes it feel so much better in those cars than it does in anything else.
Yeah, true. I mean, the force feedback and the physics and everything is superb in R-Factor 2. It was, I mean, what drove me away from it a couple of years ago was the constant issues I was having with the crashing. And
I mean, in all fairness to RF2, we found out that it was not RF2 completely at fault there.
No, I mean, when I said crashing, I meant like my driving, not like I did my fair amount of actual driving crashing, but now that's what pushed me towards RaceRoom, was like, this is just stable, this works. But now it's, I don't know, it's
not stable.
It's But then again,
but I mean, like,
sorry, mate, you go.
It's very difficult for this, because like, this is so probably like a server issue that they don't have anything they can do about. Like, it could just be like the server at the data center is like shitting itself.
Yeah, definitely. It could be something out of their control completely. It could be an international routing problem, like the signal going from Australia, Malaysia, the Philippines, all the people who are racing here. It could be an issue between us and Germany, where the servers are. You just don't know. It is odd that so many people will be having consistent issues. If it was like one or two people, it could be a case of, oh well, maybe you need to verify your game files, maybe your broadband is cutting out or something. But it's too consistent to be on the user end, I'd say.
Is Kalen still in Singapore?
Yes, but he will apparently be moving back to Australia soon. Apparently.
Yeah, because like it seems like most of the people having issues are like the South Asia based people.
Yeah, which is funny because that's where the server's based. Like they
yeah, but they have ratio issues, not server issues.
Yeah.
Like it's people that can't load the
We have the finest dial-up broadband in
Australia. I don't think the
yeah, right.
people have issues. Neck is not complaining about the I mean, you had ping issues with the server before, but not with RaceRoom.
No, true. I just got booted off the server then, by the way.
Yeah, I assume restart.
I don't know, because now there's 5 people in there and the time is still the same. So maybe it was a ping thing, perhaps. It does seem quite odd, because normally the server would go down and it'd be empty. No response from the server. That means they've probably taken it down, I'd say. You're my eyes and ears, Yelly, because obviously I'm looking after the stream side of things. Is anything else in the chat on E1?
They are looking at all options.
Okay.
But they have restarted the server, but it does seem like a platform issue.
Yeah, the server's gone completely off the list now, so maybe yeah. Oh man, it must be so frustrating for them, especially with it being the season finale, the championship decider, yeah. I feel for the guys at E1, I really do.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the downsides with having your game so dependent on people connecting to servers, like for like the base game, not for the online stuff.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? Because like that's the thing with RF2, like Like 397 could be having a fire in their like building, and like the Virtual 1 series could still race because it's just a remote server, and everybody just has to connect to that.
True.
You know? But yeah.
Well, it's that awkward time of the stream where we've got some dead air to fill, so do you know any...
Q&A!
Well, I was going to say we could do a Q&A, or do you know any jokes? Yeah, do you know any really bad jokes? Some awful jokes?
Do I know any awful jokes?
I mean, I know you do, but do you know any for the stream?
Yes, I was thinking as well. That's a good question.
Yeah, pressure's on, mate. No pressure. By the way, because I got my top 10 finished, does this mean we're having a beer after the stream now? Are we sticking to that?
I mean, we already did the beer after the stream. I said I would do a different thing if you got a top 10 finished.
I've forgotten what that was. What was that?
One of the, I'm gonna grab 2 beers, and one of them is gonna be gone in like a few seconds.
I'm waiting for Sean Patterson to say something in chat, and I'm not gonna remind anyone of what he said. It was a long time ago, but I'm waiting for him to say something in chat. I'm just waiting for him to say something in chat related to the top 10 finish.
Oh god. But yeah, I'm yeah, I have to have my student life somehow when I'm race engineering.
Actually, that's a good story. Race engineering uni. Isn't there a race engineering team at your uni? Have you been having discussions with them? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's so there's an esports team at my uni, and so basically I've been talking with them to see if we can get something sorted for engineers, and they are enthusiastic. But I have my first physical meeting with them this Friday, so that's in 2 days, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday today. I promise I'm awake.
That's awesome, though, man. That's awesome.
Olaf asked best ways to serve potatoes.
That is a great question. What is the best way to serve a potato?
How do I explain this? So
Thanks,
wait, I
Dad.
actually have to look at which country is this restaurant from? Like, does it have a wiki?
Jimmy.
I don't know which country this is from. Okay, so it's you have the potato, and you cut it into like very thin slices, right? And you fry them so they're crispy.
So like thin discs, you know?
Yes, and then you put like I don't know which spices on there, but they're really good.
Basically crisps. Yeah.
Yeah, crisp, but then like flat, and then like different spice. It's like we get it from the shop that sells like doner and kebab and shit.
Oh.
And pizza. I don't know that they sell all that shit.
Oh, I'm very hungry now. Oh, okay.
Have you made the Dutch like?
Oh no. No, actually, no. It was a Boterkoek or something. Was it buttercake?
Yeah, buttercake, Boterkoek.
Boterkoek. No, I haven't made that actually. For those watching on the stream, by the way, who may not know what we're talking about, after I think it was it during a practice session that we started talking about. How did we get onto it?
I think it must have been.
Because
we got onto it because I got some of it. My mom made some, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that.
Oh, that's it. Because Tobias was there, Rangy was there, you and Olaf. It was we were doing setup work for Interlagos a couple of weeks ago. That was it. Yeah.
It is not dirty. It's just Dutch, you know.
Mr. Bishicordia. No, actually, you sent me a recipe and some pictures, and it looks absolutely delicious. It's like a like a sponge cake, but really dense and sort of like
Buttery.
Yes. Yeah, it sounds amazing, and I was going to make one at the weekend. I just never got around to it. So.
I know, it's all good. I was wondering whether you did.
Yeah, maybe this weekend.
Oh god. I just know what you put in chat.
And see, Yellow, this is why you can't say anything, because the chat will just... they'll twist your words.
Just have to start talking Dutch and then they don't understand what I'm saying anymore.
Oh, most of them will. There's a big Dutch contingent in the chat, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, and I forgot that some of the Germans already speak.
Yeah, I reckon Olaf and Bushel. Yeah, Aiden Millwood.
Lol, Aiden.
Yep, they would know how to do a good bow to cook.
Probably, yeah.
Am I saying that right, by the way?
Oh. A bow to cook?
Olaf's favourite potato is croquettes or potato pancakes. That's a good shout. I'll give him that.
Aardappelpannenkoeken. Sorry, potato pancake. Really
Bless you.
Yes, sorry, that's the Dutch word for it.
I'm gonna throw.
Very good.
I'm gonna throw a suggestion in the ring here, and I'm gonna say that I don't make these potatoes often. You don't see them often. They are a lot of effort, but they are super delicious. Hasselback potatoes.
Sounds like a hassle.
Not Hasselhoff potatoes. Hasselback potatoes. Are you familiar with them?
No, but I see that it's also. Oh, that looks very good actually.
Yeah, so it's basically a regular potato that you slice like the same method you were on about, but you don't cut it all the way through.
Yeah.
And then you get all these crispy little things, but it's still soft in the middle. It's all about maximizing the surface area, you know? You want to get maximum crispiness. Knight Rider potatoes. Apparently the E1 stream, according to Shane, has a 9-minute countdown to the start, so maybe they're just going to stick to the original schedule like he said that was half an hour back, and whoever can join, and they'll just race with what they can, I suppose. Thank you, Shane.
I don't know. I see if they say anything.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a massive shame to those who can't join, and surely it would void the results in a way, because half the championship contenders would be not able to race. But it's, yeah, a bit disappointing, eh?
Yeah. Is anyone still having issues loading the game? Yes, 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 no, yes, no, yes. Wait, you aren't even driving, Cacto.
Who was that?
I don't know. I am not even gonna pretend that name. Muhammad Alif, I guess? Oh, yeah, funny. Sorry. I mean, what do you mean no issues? You haven't seen the server yet.
No, as in they're asking if RaceRoom would start. I can get RaceRoom to start.
Somehow.
Alright, let's...
Server has error 13th or something like that.
Okay.
No, I made that up.
What is my favourite H-pattern car to drive?
Kartoffelpuffer. Was? Was is Kartoffelpuffer?
Yep, John Miller. The server is having issues, unfortunately. What is
Stop typing in chat so I can copy it, the thing.
What is my favourite H-pattern car to drive? I do like the Greenwood Corvette.
You can type in chat again.
The Transit van is pretty good to drive as well, in Assetto Corsa.
Oh yes, that's potato pancakes. Those are really good. Good job, Olaf. Good suggestion.
I don't know, it's a tricky one. H-pattern in...
Chat asks what your favourite H-pattern car to drive.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one actually. I mean, could be a Greenwood Corvette. It could be the Ford Transit out of Assetto Corsa. I do really enjoy driving the Ford Escort Mark II. I think it's the H2 rear-wheel drive car out of Dirt Rally. The one I won a couple of rallies with last season. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, go on.
H-pattern in general is quite satisfying when you can get it right. When you get it wrong, misshifts. Like for example, Group 5 at Bathurst and Tuesday Thunder a couple of weeks ago. That was awful. In the Ford Capri, the Zack Speed Capri, sorry, when I absolutely crunched the gearbox going up Mountain Straight twice in a row and dropped about 6 positions. So H pattern's great until it goes wrong, you know.
Yeah. Not even the 962 or the GT40.
Oh, the Porsche 962, the older one.
That is the Group C one.
No, that's stressful to drive with H pattern. I wouldn't say it was my favourite. The old Porsche, the Porsche Carrera, now that's a hell of a lot of fun to drive.
Yeah. And the Ford GT40?
Again, too fast. I think H pattern doesn't really lend itself to fast cars, you know, because
so basically what we're hearing here is that Dan's afraid of fast cars.
Well, it's not that. I mean, it's like H pattern. H pattern's good. H pattern's good, but you want time to appreciate in between the gear shifts. You don't want to be like gear shifting all the time, which is why I kind of like the Transit and the Greenwood, because in the Greenwood you put it in second gear, you put it into third gear, you put it into fourth, and then you forget about it for half a minute. And it's like, it's otherwise, you know, if you're like change gear, it's like your feet are constantly dancing, and it's like, it feels like you're never actually putting any power down. You're like putting power down for 2 seconds and then you're clutching it and you're putting the power down again. It's very disruptive to, you know, focusing on your lines and stuff. I mean, it's a skill, but it's just not. And I prefer cars that have longer gears, you know.
Yeah, sure. Fair.
Definitely Lara Croft, by the way, Aidan Millwood. I'm a big Tomb Raider fan.
Who's the other one?
I'm not actually sure. Is that Resident Evil? Is it? Jill Valentine? Have I just triggered a whole heap of Resident Evil fans?
That is... that she's on the Resident Evil wiki, so I guess...
That wasn't a bad guess, eh? Right, we've still got no race server here, unfortunately, so I'm going to go back into the main menu, back into multiplayer, and see if that kicks it into life. Because E1 is still having a countdown on the stream for 5 minutes. Maybe this is going to be the last race of the season. We've just done it. Maybe I'm going to finish on a P9.
But that would be something.
It would, but I would have also liked to have started from second on the grid.
I also love how one question of Olaf, like, asking the best way to make potatoes, and like Jet has been talking about potatoes for like the last 10 minutes.
You're famous, mate.
Uh-oh.
Actually, no, the best way to surf a potato is in the Orica 07 LMP2 car.
I got very hot in one of those ones. I think you remember...
Excellent use of time, Sean Patterson. The one where I smashed into the back of Lucas. No, I don't remember that one at all.
Do you remember what happened before that?
About
the time when you got in the car. A little bit before, actually.
No, I don't actually.
I'm sure there's someone on the stream here that remembers what happened there.
Did someone else bin it?
Sort of. I also binned all your monetization at that point.
Compared to what's NZ, mate, it's tame, it's fine.
Yeah.
We have a server, by the way. We have a server.
Potatoes fried with onions and hash browns are really good. Maybe some garlic. That actually sounds pretty good.
Potatoes fried with hash browns. That's like double potato. That doesn't count.
What do you mean double potato?
Well, I mean, hash browns. It's like saying I'm gonna have bread on toast. You know?
Isn't that like literally a sandwich that British people have made?
I've never made bread on toast, and I don't know. Chat, have any of you made bread on toast?
There's a Wikipedia article for toast sandwich.
toast sandwich. No,
It's a Victorian recipe.
Oh, okay. All right. I hate to bring it back to like official race business, mate. But what's our fuel again for the race? Was it 97?
93.
93. Okay. All right. I'm going to pause that music and I'm going to get in and go racing. Get some practice in the soft tyres. Extended red flag period has kind of made me feel out of the groove again. Need to get back in the groove, hey? Serious time.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm got very angry at the fact that Victorian England served toast on bread.
I'm sure if you dig deep enough into Dutch history, there's some pretty horrendous meals in there, mate.
Well, we ate the Prime Minister, so, you know...
What?
That's a story for after the race.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. You've got cold front tyres. Your brakes are cold. Take it easy.
Yeah, maybe we can tell that story after the race, not after the stream. You can't say something like that and then leave us all hanging.
I'll more than happily tell the story after the race.
So just to reiterate those who've been hanging around for a while, can you go over the strategy again for race 2?
Softs, and then you can drive them as long as you think they're good.
So as soon as the pit window opens, it's basically up to me when to pit, yeah?
Yes. Okay, so Alex has news. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I think we may have to call this. We think it's a connection issue here in Asia because the Europeans seem to be affected in a different way.
So they're going to call the race? Like as in red flag it completely?
I think that's what he said, but like...
Oh no.
100% confirmed.
Yellow flag.
I'm going to do some practice laps just in case they don't. But there's only 7 people on the server so far, and none of them are from Asia. They're all European or Australian.
Yeah.
So that kind of... Oh, that's a shame. Do they know if it's postponed, or is it just cancelled?
That's not been said yet.
And if it is postponed, I hope I keep my PT start. And I hope as well they don't basically rerun the race, because I know a lot of people had connection issues in race 1 who couldn't join, and then that got worse for race 2, so hopefully the results still stand.
Yeah.
Because that would be a bit of a shame if that first race that we just didn't count. But I know that some people who got booted will probably protest it and say, hey, it's not fair. It shouldn't count because I couldn't race, you know? Like if you were fighting for a championship, with money on the line, and you couldn't connect to a race and it cost you the championship, you'd want a rerun, right?
Yeah. So the Afik said that
B2, you're currently 6.8 off the pace.
So the whole weekend will be no
Temperature's
and
okay.
we'll communicate the next course of action.
Oh,
We
so-
apologize for the inconvenience. We have tried our best to solve the issue, but to no avail.
So I missed the start of that because Crew Chief was saying stuff. What was the first part?
The whole weekend will be null and void.
Oh no! Oh, I lose my P9.
It counts in our hearts, Stan.
Boo! Okay, well, I mean, that was a practice run, I guess. So the results from today are scrapped. and they are gonna rerun the whole weekend at some point, the whole race at some point.
I assume. I mean, honestly, it's only fair. I know people are not gonna be happy with that, but it's some people like couldn't connect for race 1, so.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I mean, everybody has to have a chance of being able to take part in the race. If some people couldn't connect, and because let's remind chat, this is for money. This isn't just like for fun and for points. Like, the winner of this championship gets, what is it, $5,000 or something? So it's like, it's a proper esports comp, and people need to have a fair go. So I get that they want to redo it. I get that they want to have everybody on, but from a personal standpoint, that sucks. So, I mean, we finished P9. We finished P9, right? That still counts. It's just unofficial.
Counts.
So they're calling the race now, then, right? They're basically saying that's it. We've tried. We're not going to continue.
Yes. And a lot of people do not get how cancelling a race works. People are complaining that like it's not different to Sepang because you can't prove it's an issue on user side. But the moment you cancel a race for issues on game side, that means the first person that had the issue is where you stop the results. So if there's a person that had an issue before the first race, you stop the results before the first race. No matter whether you can prove or not that person had a game-related issue. Because you can't.
Yeah, true. I mean, I can get the people who connected. It's like, well, why should we suffer, you know?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the same thing, but you know, that's how it happens.
It's like Indy 2005, you know, Bridgestone's like, well, why should we suffer? We brought tyres that work. But then again, it was like out of their hands.
I mean,
it's a bit different.
There's one slight difference there, is that Bridgestone refused to give up an advantage.
True.
Like the thing with Bridgestone was Bridgestone could have just, you know, not had an advantage and just done a normal race. Whereas here, some people obviously couldn't have done a normal race. So
yeah, true. Well, we don't know when this is going to get rescheduled to. Hopefully, it's a day that I can actually do, and I haven't got plans because it's difficult for me to get time off streaming with family and stuff at the moment. I have to earn some good points, so hopefully I can actually make the reschedule round.
Story time now.
Yeah, it's story time. And it also gets me out of doing the socky with Sean because it's not an official result. I don't have to drink beer from my sock yet.
Oh god. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, because what's the point of drinking beer out of a sock that hasn't been used in a race? I mean, the whole point of doing a socky is the sock has to be like race worn. You know, I've done half an hour driving in it and then it gets fresh beer in it. Like, I've been sitting around, I've not been racing for a while, so it's just not going to have the same effect, Sean. You know, I want to do it properly.
Okay, so I have to tell a story time now because I said we ate our Prime Minister.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to take my VR headset off for this and I'm going to fully enjoy this.
Yeah, tell me when you're ready.
So yeah, you ate your Prime Minister.
Yes, so I'll start the story like somewhat at the start, right? So we had a republic, and the year is 1672, and at this point in the republic, the current government at the time didn't really want we call them the direct translation of the word is city holders, but it's basically the line that's now our monarchy. But back then it had a different name. But the government at the time didn't want that. Basically, they didn't want a monarchy. So they had abandoned the monarchy basically. They had forbidden it in the law to have monarchy. However, in 1672, the French decided they wanted the Netherlands. So in a few weeks' time, they had conquered a lot of the Netherlands at that point, and both the people in charge as the people. What's it? That's
Fastest lap for
just
Hunty,
the people
120,
that lived there
122.
were kinda desperate, and because of that, a lot more support grew for getting the monarchy back. That like the people that supported the monarchy, like the oranges, got stronger and stronger. Till at a certain point, they lynched the prime minister and his brother. And after being lynched, they got hung upside down, and they got cut into pieces. And some of the pieces were auctioned.
What?
Yes, they were auctioned, and some people took them as souvenirs, and some of the parts were eaten. And currently in the historic museum in The Hague, they have a tongue and a tongue. What the fuck do you say that word?
A tongue.
Tongue, yeah, and a toe of the brothers.
Oh, so basically foot and mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, we ate the prime minister once.
Oh dear.
No, Olaf, I did not do it myself.
Not personally, no. I mean, you could be related distantly to one of the people who did.
I mean, yes, I could, very much. But I don't think there's a record of who ate the prime minister.
That is, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the current prime minister is making it his task to be, not liked.
Yeah, true. That's, I'm not quite sure how to roll off to the end of the stream now after that story. I'm not quite sure how to... That's really...
Well, I know.
Yes.
We do it with another story. Didn't your prime minister shit himself in the McDonald's once?
The Australian Prime Minister, yes. And, well, one of our Prime Ministers went for a swim and never came back. Just disappeared.
Was that a prime minister that was wanted in another country for tax fraud or something? Because that sounds kind of suspicious.
No, it's probably like a shark or a croc or something, basically. Yeah, no, there's been some dodgy happenings with Australian Prime Ministers, mate. Damien DeGrasse in chat, can we get back to roast potatoes, please?
I'd rather you not roast me. That's not good for my ego, you know.
Well, I'm gonna pop some music on. Actually, very quickly, I'm gonna read some of the chat out from the E1 chat. Jack Keithley, I'm up for either both races done properly or no result at all. Sucks what happens. Let's see what happens next. I wonder if it will be using a different track. I hope not. I hope that the exact race gets rerun, you know, as it is. Bence Banky has other commitments scheduled, so he is not up for a reschedule. So he doesn't sound too keen to redo it.
That's too damn bad.
Dave Chin suggests that we award half points to all who were in the race. No drop score, and then rerun round 6. Basically, quali, race 1, race 2. So, yeah, that could be good. I mean, that's a reasonable suggestion. Half points for what we just did, and then redo it all again, so it doesn't really affect the people who couldn't connect too badly, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, if that's the case, you have to do sake.
I'll do half a sake, okay? Because I got half points.
Works for me. That
works for Sean Patterson as well. Well, on that note, I think I might wrap it up actually. I mean, Alex Young is typing in chat, but I think it might be a big message. So I just had one of those really surreal moments, you know? Where I just kind of step back and think, what the hell is going on right now? Alex Young is typing in chat.
Yeah, fair. I think this whole stream has been a bit surreal.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been great to have you along for the experience though, mate.
Yeah. I didn't think the sequence of events would happen quite like this.
No, I mean, we sat around, had a chat for a while. We got our best result of the season, then we immediately got our best result of the season disqualified. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
Oh, by the way, on the notes of the story, I completely forgot to tell you. So because I looked up the history to make sure I told it correctly. There's a very nice painting of the two bodies hanging from the pole.
Might have to post that in the scruffy wheel over on the DDF Discord. Yeah.
I might have to spoiler it because it is after they've been cut open.
Yeah, maybe NSFW that one, mate. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just.
Yeah, we may have some miners in our Discord server, mate, and by that I mean people who are literally working mines. So you know they're pretty sensitive. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now because, yeah, I think it's time to grab a beer and grab some food and see off the evening. Thank you very much for your help today, Yele. It was awesome to have you around. As soon as we know what's going on, we'll post something up on YouTube, post it on the Discord, but hopefully you can make it for the reschedule, if they do a reschedule, you know?
I hope so too, but we'll see.
We'll see. Fingers crossed, mate. But until then, thank you very much, and can I get a shout out for Yele in chat? And also, is there anything you want to throw back to chat? Some final remarks before I very politely mute you?
Thank you, chat. Also, you were correct with the yes vote. Who voted no? Which of you voted no?
We will find them, we will hang them, we will cut them upside down and eat them for dinner. That's the moral of the story you've just said, right?
That's a bit grim, but sure.
Well, that's the theme of the stream that we're going on. So, on that note, on that bombshell, I'm going to wish you a good night, sir.
Yes, I have a very good joke for you after stream. I just realized. But
Okay, we'll say.
I'm gonna make the joke I got for you. I'll do it while we're talking later.
Okay, no worries. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go wrap up the stream. Thank you again, Potato. And yeah, I'll catch you very shortly once YouTube has been switched off.
Yeah, I'll go to the toilet then.
Sound good. Catch you soon, mate.
See you.
And that is... Sorry, I just cut him off halfway. I didn't think he was going to say anything then. That's the time delay. Sorry, LA. Sorry, mate. That is E1. Or it was a version of the E1 Championship 2022. Unfortunately, yeah, my best result of the season, my P9 is not going to count by the looks of it, or it may count for half points, I don't know. But this race is going to be rescheduled, maybe. Again, I'm really not sure. Oh, actually, hang on a second. Alex Young has just posted up. It does not seem to be a game issue and more likely a connection issue here in the region, as the Europeans did not seem as affected as the Asians. Let's do a Zoom meeting with the team managers from each team, please. Would you all be available to do this now? Well, I think I might have to go, because I'm not really a team manager. I'm just an invited driver, but I guess maybe Axel would be in that, because he's on my team. I don't know, anyway. I might have to make a move, guys. I might have to go and see that. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been great to have you. It's been a bit of a shambles, but that's it is what it is. It's entertainment, guys. I'll let you know as soon as I know what's going on, when the race gets rescheduled for, if it gets rescheduled, and I'll keep you posted. If you want to get the information, you can check it out on my Discord server, which I'll post a link to in the chat right now. There's also a link in the video description if you're watching on replay. And coming up on the channel next Tuesday, hopefully I'll be back doing Tuesday Thunder with Oz and Zed Sim Racing, provided this isn't rescheduled again for some time similar. We'll see. It's all very much up in the air at the moment. I don't have any plans apart from the 26th of November, the big annual DDF Racer community event of the year. That's right, Circuit Thermalito in Assetto Corsa. And we're doing 2 races. We're doing 3 races. We're doing 2 transit van races, 4 laps in each with the second reverse grid, and then we're doing a 61 lap IndyCar race with actual safety car driven by none other than Olaf himself. What a legend. Thank you for doing that, mate. But yeah, until then, you look after yourselves. Until we rerun this E1 race, you look after yourselves. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the rest of your day or your evening. I'm going to go get a beer, get some food, and I'm going to go and listen to whatever the hell Yele's going to tell me. Apparently it's a really good joke. I don't know. I'll let you guys know next time. Catch you then. Bye-bye.
You